Yeah, folks, Marvel Snap's newest card is Weapon H, and I love this style of card. Big dumb dude with big dumb numbers, and I have to say I also had a crazy run with this deck today. I went 9-2, 82% win rate, up 16 cubes. So, like, a lot of things to love here, right? That said, I just noticed, number one, I typoed the name of the deck. Whoops, that's supposed to say discard weapon. Obviously, that's going to be the whole video, which is pretty funny. Number two, I don't actually think Weapon H is all that crazy. I thought this was going to be one of the best cards of the month. After playing him today, I think he's kind of more mediocre so far. I don't think he's bad by any means. He had some big moments. You're going to see him win some games. It's clear that he has some kind of place in discard, but I don't think he pushed it to the crazy level that I was expecting, because a 3-14, a 5-14, which is where he normally lands, it's hard to fit in, man. You just can't play it that easily alongside a lot of other stuff. So sometimes I was just playing a 5-14, or I was playing like a 3-14, but alongside, you know, like a Lady Sif or something late that just wasn't a great play. Play him alongside Zombie Power Man. It wasn't those home run hits that I was expecting. That might be a deck build problem. Maybe you could look for a little more optimization here. I would probably cut Khonshu and put in like a Gambit if I were going to rebuild this list right now, because it felt like I had too many big guys. Maybe not enough ways to discard the Weapon H. So there are definitely opportunities to improve how he feels. But I will say too, I looked at the early data coming in on Untapped. There were a lot of different little tweaks, you know, one different card here, two different cards there, and a lot of deck lists. None of them were jumping out with crazy numbers so far. They all looked solid. They all had positive win rates. They were good, but just didn't push discard to a new level like I kind of expected Weapon H to do. So, you know, the early data doesn't look crazy on this one. Maybe a perfectly optimized list will come along that solves it and makes Weapon H really, really good. For now, though, I think maybe just sort of good. I think there's still going to be some fun moments in this video. Enjoy the Weapon H Discard weapon deck here. But before we get into the games, I've got a trailer to share with you all. In fact, here I am watching it for the very first time. All right, here we go. I'm actually pretty hyped. Oh, that's cool.
So, technically, I just want to fight, right? Right?
Download Raid to claim the legendary Xenomorph champion.
Yeah, folks, that's right. The terrifying Xenomorph and iconic Predator are joining the roster as legendary champions in everybody's favorite game, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid sponsored this video so I could tell you guys all about their partnership with 20th Century Games. Although these versions of the characters are unique to Raid, the Xenomorph was inspired by FX's Alien Earth, with some cool poison debuffs and the ability to revive itself on the battlefield. And then there's Predator, which was inspired by Deck from 20th Century Studios' Predator Badlands. This champion can evade enemy skills and unleash deadly counterattacks. So if you want to get the legendary champion Xenomorph for free, you just need to log in to Raid for 7 days. But don't wait, because this is a limited time offer. You'll get the Xenomorph on day 7, and then some extra bonuses for it if you log in for the next week after that. You can also complete the Champion Pass to unlock the legendary champion Predator. The basic Champion Pass is free for everybody, while the Elite Champion Pass can be purchased and then culminates in the ultimate reward, Predator. So now is definitely the time to join millions of other players and download Raid Shadow Legends. You can use my link down there in the description below, or just scan this QR code right here on screen to unlock tons of free stuff, which is only available via my link. Here's everything you can get. It's actually a lot. You'll instantly get a starter pack with the epic champion Lightsworn. Then if you reach level 15, you'll get another epic, the Mausoleum Mage. New players can also get a free legendary champion. There's Green Warden Ruark with code TREEHUGGER, Alice the Wanderer with code GETALICE, Chuhanarok with code DESERTQUEEN, Sun Wukong with code MONKEYKING, Tholin Foulbeard with code DEMONSLAYER, and Ultimate Death Knight with code UDKING. I know for me, Alice has never let me down. She's pulled off some cool big wins in PvP fights, so I'd probably recommend her. And then after you've unlocked all of that awesome free stuff, it's time to come find me in-game and join my clan, Friends of Regis. Oh, and don't forget to log in for 7 days to claim a free Legendary Xenomorph and complete the Champion Pass to get the Legendary Champion Predator. All right, no Weapon H currently. That's a little sad. Tinkerers helps, though. That's good news. Colonel America down early. Ooh, Weapon H. Let's go, dude. Colonel America Baxter building is potentially quite strong, right? Now I need Lady Sif, Corvus Glaive, Zombie Power Man even, maybe? Nah, that's pretty bad with Dracula, I guess. Lady Sif, Corvus Glaive, or Blade. I like all those. Hey, Dracula's better now. Morbius, okay. Yeah, would still love a Lady Sif. Morbius Sif here would be great. I think this deck needs to cut Khonshu, but I don't know. I feel like there's been times I've had, because like Weapon H is one more card that doesn't work with Khonshu, you know? Where it's not in the pool or whatever. That's my instinct here. Oh my god, Ebony Moss. This clearly must have a War Machine coming. I don't think you'd rip the... Hey, actually a good hit with a Lady Sif. Holy crap. Holy, that's amazing. So if we burn our cube here, that's kind of fine because I think we can still go for MODOK. That'll put Weapon H down to 3 for the final turn, though, which isn't maybe ideal. Khonshu currently doesn't have anything in the pool, but hopefully we top deck something that MODOK will put in the Khonshu pool, maybe. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter though if I'm playing Weapon H on the final turn, regardless. I'm deciding I'm leaving space left just in case. I don't know. The cube seems like it could be kind of relevant, and I think I can power spike one card there that it would still be fine. Here's the War Machine, indeed. Okay, so numbers that we got to consider here are like 20 for Infinite, of course. 20 is a breakpoint to always keep in mind. Now, we could just be keeping the Weapon H in hand for Dracula, too. Like, let's talk about that. That's another consideration here. But with APOC, that looks a little less interesting. Unfortunately, this does mean that Khonshu now is totally dead, though, like we talked about. So this is a good time to MODOK left, I guess, because that means you're going to get your cube benefit. Going to get some extra points there. Really helps you win Yggdrasil potentially, too, because we need a... Oh, my God. Okay. Is Weapon H going left now, then? We need that to win left, but then can you win right? It depends a little bit on your top deck, I guess, huh? Proxima, maybe? Dracula does not currently contest with Khonshu or, I guess, APOC even, right? Well, with Baxter building, it would. Our man's actually pretty decent, I guess. Oh, I don't know, dude. Khonshu, like we said, has nothing in the pool. I keep talking about, I think Khonshu's the odd man out in this deck right now. Or they just have like a Gambit or something in here, I think. Dude, like what's crazy is this doesn't even necessarily like, I don't even know if this holds necessarily. Like they might double down here. Currently I do win right, even if they do, but I don't ever win mid. So it's like, I don't know, man. Do they double down or not? They do, but it's maybe kind of small. Pretty small. Okay, that's gonna be fine because I think... Oh, it's not small. Oh god, it's not small. Oh, Baxter building's gonna loop back around too and kill us, I think. Yeah, we're cooked. The Baxter building loops are gonna destroy us here. Well, hold up, Morbius? No, not big enough. Yeah. Dang, dude. Oh, dude, it sucks because I feel like, is there like a priority part of this? Wait, how did that, wait, we did get there! The Colonel America and Morbius tick up flipped it back, which swung all the loops in our direction. Like Dracula gave that final hit to Morbius. I don't even know how that worked. I guess the tick on Dracula made the Morbius tick up one more time, which won Baxter building. And then once we started winning this one, probably 8 points less. We were probably like 45 to, well, I don't even know because they still had the other Baxter buildings. Like, that's why I was talking about, like, did priority matter? Because, like, if one of these flips, it changes the first one. I'm assuming it kind of works like Nexus, where the first one goes off and then the other ones kind of re-update in real time. So maybe once we flipped the left one, they all kind of re-updated in real time and then flipped back to us. And we started winning them all, dude. That is crazy. Weapon H just big enough to contest. Oh my God. Hey, I like the hand. Let's go, dude. Weapon H, Zombie Power Man. Oh, bar with no name. Interesting. Zombie Power Man, bar with no name is not a good combo. Blade is a good hit for us. Yeah, we like draws. We like cards. Power Man here's fantastic. Next turn we go Morbius Blade. That's perfect. Blade for the opponent. Khonshu. Khonshu is going to be very scary in a game with bar with no name. You want to be able to control where your power goes. So if they're getting anything discarded, I'm pretty glad actually that it's Khonshu. Good blade hit for me. Oh, also Proxima Midnight's very interesting too. Oh my God, do we just do this for now? Yeah. Weapon H is gonna go down to 1. Let's go. Sick. Oh my God. Oh no, he's not. That's gonna hit APOC twice. Nope, he's not 7 anymore. Well, I mean, that's still pretty good, I guess. APOC twice is still fun. It's really good for Morbius too, right? Just hitting all these discards. Tribunal Portrait. I would normally say they're 100% a Tribunal player, but that seems unlikely. Discard Tribunal. I mean, not impossible, but I don't know why you do it. Oh my God. No, I actually love you. I actually love you because I forgot my Morbius was going to get discarded here. I actually love this guy right now. This Gambit's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I love this guy right now. This guy's my favorite guy right now. This hits APOC again, and I think next turn you just go Corvus Glaive Blade, but you've really got to be careful with Proxima Midnight, right? Like, I can't... Once that's gone, it's gone. So maybe you can't play Corvus Glaive because you got to dodge the Proxima, right? Oh, that's tough, dude. It's really tough because you also just want your Morbius to get big. Like, you might just say, hey, I can win anyway, even if I lose bar with no name. You might also say, hey, the opponent's also at risk of this bar with no name problem, right? They might also have Proxima Midnight. And it's like, who dodges it better kind of thing, you know? Because this makes your hand, like, insane, right? You just know that you're losing left is the only thing. But your hand is insane because you have a giant APOC and you have a giant Weapon H, or, you know, cheap Weapon H. So it's like, can you win against bar with no name? You have to win both spots. Is it worth it? And your Morbius is really big too. I think we're gonna go for it. I think we're gonna say screw bar with no name and go for it. MODOK. Oh, do they have the Proxima? Or do they risk the Khonshu? Another question, right? There's the Weapon H at 5. Okay, well, actually, it's going to go to 3 off the MODOK. Their Khonshu's going away as well, we know. So they don't have a Khonshu anymore. Malekith gone. This is a cool looking list. So they are just basically playing Weapon H plus APOC, which is kind of our worst fear, because that means they can just double stack now. There is technically a world where I don't hit Proxima Midnight, by the way. It would be the sickest thing that's ever happened to me. It's so unlikely. Oh my God, could it happen? We're actually getting the scenario where it happens. No way. Oh, it happened! It actually happened! We didn't hit Proxima Midnight! Are you kidding me, dude? How in the world did we dodge that? We hit the right targets early, so we don't hit Proxima Midnight. But how the heck do we win still is another question, right? Like, 8 energy is still, like, just not a super convincing amount, you know? It's always tiebreakers, so it's like, you know, it doesn't really matter where you play your points, I guess. How big was their APOC? Can they play APOC and Weapon H? I don't remember. They don't have any extra energy. I guess you just stack up here, right, and call it a day and hope for the best. I don't have a choice. Like, it's just just numbers game, right? It's Dracula. What if that hits their Weapon H though? What if that hits their Weapon H though? Hit their APOC. That's still not big enough, right? There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, nice. Oh, what an insane hit for us, dude. Insane that we dodged the Proxima. I took such a risk because I thought we could do it anyway. We would not have won if we hit Proxima left. All right. There's just, well, actually, no, we would have won. It would have been 40 to 35. I would have, well, I mean, I guess depending on where I put the cards, I don't know. I'm not going to say with confidence that I would have put them in the right spots, but wow. Okay, we could have won anyway. Dude, okay, that was a cool game. Hey, Weapon H on 1. Let's go. I love to see it. Conchu though, man, I as much as I love you as a card, Conchu, I don't know. I want to see a refined version of this deck. You know, the final kind of Weapon Age discard deck, because I don't think it's gonna have Conchu in it. That's my take. All right, so actually we got to avoid that. We have a couple powerful ongoing cards. I can rip a Colonel America, but it's currently not really got a lot of support. Maybe we go Sif first. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it's gonna hit Conchu here. That's the one problem with Sif in this deck, is like Weapon H doesn't have that many good turns. Guess you go Dracula on 4, but it's still kind of clunky. Oh my god, that's... Don't hit Dracula. Hit Conchu. 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 Oh my... Okay. Sure. I mean, honestly, I prefer this if we hit Weapon H, right? You can't play both next turn's the only problem, but maybe it's okay. Oh, they went hard left. Uh-oh. Does Morbius beat us here, though? We still have a lot of raw points. How big is this card? Does beat us. Dang it, dude! I just missed a discard. That sucks. Blade mid was so much more exposed, though, but everybody's going for Reed's Lab despite not being able to get to it. I don't understand why they go so hard for Reed's. Conchu does hit Dracula, which currently has at least Weapon H in the pool, which is pretty cool. Oh, God. There's no point here, I guess. Our man wasn't going to go off anyways. That was the best target, actually. What do you know? This only puts you at 17, so there's no point in that, right? Dracula could technically be better elsewhere. I kind of want to play this here and hit Dracula mid, though, weirdly. I want to hit Dracula mid, and then that hit Weapon H, I guess. If we hit Dracula left, I don't think it's ever big enough, right? Because Morbius is just too big. I think we have to snipe mid here. It's a pretty big 50-50. It looks like even APOC will be enough. Just need to hit a 50-50 here, man. I've been getting pretty tilted today, so it'd be really nice to hit this 50-50, dog. One time in my life. Great. Love to see it. Oh, hold up. Is that big enough? He's 8 to start. Oh my god, wait a minute. 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 It didn't matter if I hit Weapon H. Oh my god, let's go! Weapon H! Yes! He's big enough anyway. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I take it all back. I was so tilted. I was so annoyed. And instead, it's the greatest play of my life, and we take 4 cubes. Let's go, dude. That's sick. That's a good win. I want you out of my deck, Conchu. I just want you out of the deck, man. I want you out of the deck, Conchu. But I do also want to make a thumbnail with you and Weapon H, so I'm torn. I can't decide. You'd make such a sick thumbnail. You're in. I mean, I've been recording for too long. You're in. We know you're in, but I'm sad. Corvus left is kind of a cool idea, like refilling the hand with more Corvi. It's pretty sweet. But where is Weapon H? A super cheap Weapon H would be really cool to put in cloning bats as well, right? Weapon H, do it for me, man. Do it for me. Typhoid idiot. Hand is so full that I think Corvus Glaive left is totally fine. Morbius copies are also super strong for the opponent. Yeah, that's the worst hit. That's the second worst hit, so that's good. As expected. Hey, Morbius, nice. Let's do this so that the Morbius comes in after and it's guaranteed. So mid is really hard to play too. Maybe Proxima, maybe Conchu go there. I'm gonna have a ton of energy and as many Morbii as the opponent, which is good. Okay, those are fine hits, I guess. Although still not the guys we really wanted if we look closely. So yeah, Morbius here into Corvus again, yeah. This gives you a Morbius right and a lot of energy for the final turn. Maybe you hit a good Conchu then. Would be cool to get Conchu to at least 8. Yeah, so hopefully Conchu Proxima hit, obviously. Then my final turn is like, maybe still Morbius, honestly. Maybe like Morbius Dracula. Nope. I mean, I have enough energy. It's like, whatever. I can obviously play a Conchu too. Whatever. I have 8 million energy. Corvus Glaive there. Okay. They finally get their Corvus Glaive. Why did that fast forward of all the things to fast forward, man? Swarm is kind of scary. They can't go mid. Left feels super secure. Do we just win right like this easily? You know, that's the question. Oh my god, maybe screw Conchu and just win right, right? Yeah, they only have one spot here. We're adding 26. I mean, they are up by 12. You could actually just go Weapon H mid, I guess, huh? That kind of feels like a waste of Morbius, though, because you know you're not really doing anything right. But maybe it's fine. Do you trust 34 here? I mean, not always. I kind of trust 21 Mo, and I kind of trust 34. I mean, maybe this is actually fine, yeah. Oh, they did go hard mid, but there's no way, right? There's no way. There's no way, dude. Oh my god, that's bigger than I thought, but it's just 2 swarms. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right, dude. Dude, this is a weird game because we just played a 7-cost Weapon H, which I did not expect to happen, but we had so much energy and he was playable, you know, he works in Crimson Cosmos, so why not, you know? There might have been a world where you like Khonshu Dracula and that was a little better, but there was a lot of misses too. You know, if you hit Blade, you're pretty sad mid. So like, just take the safe points. What a weird game. I don't know. I love Weapon H, but I'm also kind of torn on him. I'm not sure if he's actually that good yet. Hello, fist bump opponent. What's up? Blade APOC is totally fine. There is a part of me that likes this. It's pretty funny, but it's not good. I'm pretty sure. Funny does not equate to good always, right? Sif, Weapon H we love though. That's cool. I would love a Corvus Glaive in the mix too. I feel like I haven't been hitting Corvus enough, which has been making my curves a little bit more awkward. Zombie Power Man. Weirdly, I don't really want to hit the Sif though. I think it's pretty unlikely we play this and lose our spot though. So we're just gonna maybe sit on it for now. Lady Sif right is fine. Again, Lady Sif left is also pretty cool, but probably not time. I want to find a Morbius this next turn for a Zombie Power Man Morbius. So we are going to get a really cheap Weapon H here, but unless it gets down to 0, it's not going to be playable alongside Apocalypse. But maybe, you know, you still get like a cool Dracula top deck or something. Without Corvus Glaive, you can't go 1 and 6. Yeah, I'm really hating the Khonshu today, guys. I don't know, man. I think Khonshu's wrong. It's just so hard to weave in. I think basically you have to, if you run Weapon H and another 6, you got to cut the other 6, I think. That's my kind of position right now. It's like, I think if you're going to do that, you got to cut either Khonshu or APOC. And I think my instinct is to cut Khonshu at this point. See, like this turn, like, okay, I'm going to MODOK, right? What if I do this, MODOK left, and then you have like crazy APOC and crazy Weapon H, and you just play both next turn. So like, even if you lose left, you hopefully just get big enough that you win the other 2 spots. And like left still demands a commitment from them too, is what's interesting, right? A little bit worried right now about like Black Panther though. I don't know if we get big enough to beat like a Black Panther mid. Maybe if we double stacked these. Like if they go Black Panther, Arnim Zola stuff, right? Nimrod would be a little less worrying, I think, but still kind of scary. But you know, we're gonna have like a 30 power APOC or 28, 32. I can't even 32 maybe. That's crazy. And a 0-14, and they have to still win left. But you know, well, I guess even a Panther, I guess it goes like 68 normally, right? So that would definitely win laugh. Nimrod would be a little harder though, because I think it only goes to 26 if there's 2 Nimrods. 13 and 13. Now I guess the opponent gets full data on this, right? Like they know exactly what I have. Oh, it's Fallen One. Oh, this is gonna be interesting because God knows now I have no idea. They have 12 energy. Where on earth? Oh my god, Morbius is actually insane as well. If only we could play that Morbius, dude. He's 30 freaking power. No reason to play that over the APOC, but I mean, I do have priorities, so there's like definitely some Shang-Chi risk. If they go Shang-Chi mid, like, yeah, okay, maybe they can't win left. I mean, it's like they actually have to kind of win left. It's not trivial, but with 12 energy, you can, you know, play a you know, Eliath here, play a you know, Shang-Chi here or whatever. Like, I like in theory that the APOC is like protected by a Shang-Chi, you know, but like this doesn't feel like enough of a point flip. And you'd still lose to Shang-Chi. I mean, this is the mathematically correct way to do it. I just have no idea what they're playing, right? Just zero clue what they're about to do. So it's like almost impossible to figure this out. But this is the mathematically sound decision. Oh god, they did something crazy in Bar Sinister. I don't even want to know. Is it just Panther Arnim Zola? How does this even work? I don't even know. How does it even work? There's only space for one Arnim Zola, right? So I think this is enough anyway, though. Yeah, it's enough. It's just 40. Oh my god, I needed to double. No, there's two Arnim Zolas. Just kidding. Oh my god, if there was a third, okay, there's only ever two Arnim Zolas, right? Yeah, this doesn't. I don't think we had a chance. Well, yeah, we couldn't. Double stacking mid would have only put us at 59. Yeah. So it was Panther Zola all along, but not the way we feared, right? It was the fallen one first, creating the one turn combo. This was a sick game, actually. If I'm gonna lose a game, I want to lose like this. This is cool. We did something silly. Opponent did something cool. Like, that's a fun game for sure for both sides. Hey, Blade Proxima? Yeah, let's do it, man. Just for the sake of Colonel America. Dude, I have not played a discard deck, like normal discard, in... I don't even know. Like, I guess... I don't even know if we did it when Colonel America came out. Maybe we did. I guess that's probably the last time. That wasn't that long ago, but it feels like it's been forever at least. I feel like we did something weird, though. I don't even know if we did a regular deck. Hey, that could be sick if it was another Colonel America. Corvus Glaive would be kind of sad. Zombie Power Man. I don't know. We're kind of going to lose this MODOK no matter what we do, aren't we? Getting another discard this turn off Astral Plane, that would be sick, I guess. So Corvus Glaive would be kind of nice. Zombie Power Man's kind of nice. Big buffs from Colonel America. Ooh, there's our buddy Weapon H. Yeah, I mean, if we expect this to win, we're going to get a nice discount on Weapon H. We're going to lose our MODOK, but I mean, at this stage, I guess that's fine. Does this deck typically have such empty hands? Probably, right? Morbius would be huge already. I mean, the good thing is, like, Weapon H, I can kind of just play him next turn if I want. You know, like, I don't have to get fancy on it. That would double discard the Khonshu. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just play him here. He's going to be big. This gets us the Khonshu discard that we want usually. I mean, I think we're going to be winning both these spots for sure, right? That's one thing you got to remember about Zombie Power Man. We might only get one, I guess, if they go hard right here. 12 is still really tough to make up, though, man. I don't really see them beating 12 here. Yeah, most of these points are actually going mid. This Zombie Horde is going to try to beat our Weapon H, which if it does, we will lose mid. Oh, that's hitting the Zombie Power Man. Okay, so we are actually only going to get one discard, but still 8 points for our resummoned card, whatever that might be. Dracula is never better here, right? So I guess you just go Khonshu here to cover left, and then wherever he goes, he goes. Yeah, opponent's just done. Weapon H, probably big enough to deny the Horde flip, right? They needed another 9 points, which was still going to be impossible basically at this stage, right? So I guess you could have maybe pushed for Zombie Giant Man too, but it's not big enough, right? They just got too slow of a start here. I mean, like, this is my first game with the card. It's probably not gonna be first in the video, of course, but like a 5-14 was just good enough here. You know what I mean? Like, Colonel America was really strong here, you know, a bunch of points here. A 5-14 was just good enough. That's all you need. You don't need him to be 0. He's still competing after one discard, which is crazy. Like, that's pretty cool, actually. All right, Weapon H is here, man. Let's go. Morbius on 2, Corvus Glaive on 3 is perfect. Morbius doesn't want to go there, but Corvus Glaive certainly can. Weapon H certainly can. I don't know what the kind of final iteration of a discard deck is going to look like. I'm pretty sure Weapon H is going to be in it, but I don't know, you know, it's like, does the Colonel America Zombie Power Man core stay in it? I don't know how it's going to go, man. It's definitely got a lot of possibilities. I feel like, oh, 5 energy is just the worst here for us. Next turn, if I go to 5 again, I don't really, oh no, we'd go to, no, yeah, we'd go to 5 next turn off Corvus. That doesn't really help again. I think I might just go Lady Sif here, just to, I don't know, just because I can first, right? Like, hit the Weapon H first, then Corvus Glaive's maybe a little bit better. You'd kind of like to save Corvus Glaive for turn 5, maybe if you can dump the Colonel America first. Colonel mid feels a little weird though, because it's like, you know, his extra points don't necessarily scale at the level that you'd want mid. You want like big strong guys mid, you know? So if you go like Colonel America Blade mid, for instance, I think I'd rather just do like double, you know, go Colonel here basically, double down here, and then use points here. Try to use, you know, Weapon H maybe a big APOC, whatever. Just went on raw numbers. Although this is appearing to be a big chamber deck, which does have a lot of big guys themselves. So we could arguably maybe ignore mid, or at least, you know, kind of pretend to ignore it, make them think about it enough, you know, and then push left. Because they have kind of already locked in on 2 cards left that aren't really that strong. But like one big Galactus First Steps mid might just cook us if we're not careful. So it's like, get strong right off Colonel America, get strong left. Well, let's see how big this Electro card is, I guess. Oh, it's pretty tiny. Okay, yeah. I think we're gonna pivot out and go left here. Interestingly, Proxima also goes left if I Corvus Glaive first here. Trash can, like something started moving. I think it's just like a like a soda can started falling. I thought it was a creature in my trash can for a second. I was like, oh god, there's a rat in there. Yeah, so we'll Corvus Glaive. Proxima will roll left because we'll only have 5 visible points. Zombie Power Man will be strong there, so we'll get crazy strong. We'll be able to dump Weapon H kind of wherever we want next turn. And we'll still have a good top deck too, although if it's Dracula, it's kind of dead. APOC is kind of, I mean, he's kind of big, right? I don't know. Weapon H is gonna go to 0 presumably because I think we'll be winning left. So really, you know, anything is always playable. It would have been anyway at 1 because, you know, we have 7. Oh my god, that made the mid conversation even easier. I wonder if there's a world where do we ever need to go right? I don't think so, right? Morbius is like already so strong. Colonel America's, you know, like pushing in a ton of power as well. I mean, I think 22 is definitely, you know. Oh, Khonshu makes life even easier. We have some stuff in the pool, right? Oh my god, do we have stuff in the pool? No, I don't have anything in the Khonshu pool. It just occurred to me that could occasionally sometimes be a problem. I mean, there are cards that can go in the pool, right? There's Lady Sif, Dracula, Colonel America, Corvus Glaive, Power Man, Blades. Like literally half the deck can go in the pool. But for the record, right now there was nothing in the pool. Because, you know, we discarded all stuff that resummoned itself. Weapon H, Proxima, etc. All right. Dracula, Corvus, Proxima, Apocalypse. Fun old school stuff here. Blade can definitely go down. That's fine. Corvus is then kind of looking at a Dracula, though, a little awkwardly. They're staring each other down. If you look, they kind of have the same face. I never noticed that before. Look, gray face, Dracula, pointy chin, like, you know, like very, very similar teeth and face. They're definitely brothers for sure. Colonel America is sort of the kind of card you'd like to go mid. You could also just like force everything into Strange Academy and then have it roll into Quantum Realm later. So I think Colonel America right is okay. Just to fill this out. We've already got bodies here. Some more will roll in. I think actually Dracula also mid is really nice. So let's just go Dracula mid. Corvus is probably going to happen on 5 here. Hey, Weapon H Hella. Now, I thought about Weapon H Hella, but of course the Weapon H doesn't go back. It doesn't go in the Hella pool. That doesn't make it bad necessarily. It might still be fine because, you know, it's just like if it gets cheap enough from your normal discards and all that stuff. It's cool. Oh, but see here, this is exactly the issue, right? Is that there's no Weapon H in the pool. When it's returned, it's not resurrected, you know? So that's exactly the issue. If Proxima goes right here, are we still okay? Yeah, probably fine, because Colonel America's going to carry a lot on points. You can't really control it anyway, because if we go here, you could play Corvus Glaive mid, but that feels like strange to me. Weapon H, of course, is just getting played here, and then you hope to draw something cheap enough that you can leave only Apocalypse in hand. I think this is fine, honestly. I don't want to have overkill mid is actually part of my fear here. Ooh, Agatha is a lot of points, though. So Weapon H down to 5. Apocalypse is 12. So Weapon H definitely better to hard play. I mean, the crazy thing is, too, though, like, Weapon H is a pretty great card for Dracula, right? He's still a really good card. So we need, like, Zombie Power Man, I guess? Did hit that Proxima. It's only a tiny lead there, to be honest. It's, like, kind of nerve-wracking, but it's enough that they have to play to it, which is what really matters. Dang, Khonshu was one of the expensive ones. I mean, only Zombie Power Man really worked out here. Dracula's going to discard and tick up Colonel America, though, right? So, I mean, I think this is just the best play. Leave yourself a 50-50 on Dracula. I mean, honestly, you flip anyway, just off Morbius and even 5 points if you hit Khonshu. Left is secured. I don't know how much flexibility they'll have, but they can beat a 5-14, you know? Ooh, that's kind of scary. But this means they lose mid. Oh, they still lose left as well. Okay. Yeah. Oh god, Gambit's scary. Oh, there's some big hits here. That's a big hit, but we don't need it. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, that does mean that Colonel America did not tick up though, because we didn't have a discard this turn. Which I think, again, I think Dracula does tick him up. I still can't find out because every time it's about to happen, it doesn't happen. Squirrels. Okay, Zombie Power Man Corvus is definitely not it. This is a weird Power Man. Maybe we just put him left for now. Good chance he doesn't go off. If he hits Corvus, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I like Corvus. Oh, you didn't play a thing, opponent? Come on, dude. Well, at least we're making Colonel better. That's one way to think about it. Corvus was going to be risky anyway. Hey, that helps. I can deal with a rock. That's fine. They might play left anyway for Agony. I will say the Corvus at least does activate Khonshu, which we have had a little bit of a problem with this deck so far. Khonshu at least now doing something. Okay, we did actually beat the rock. Nice. Spider-Man writes, this definitely looks like a merge deck and man spider stuff, maybe. Blade Khonshu? Sure. Why not? Maybe you just hard play Proxima here. Hitting APOC now is pretty good news. That does mean Khonshu will be the leftmost card, so I'll need to play it next turn, which that's actually fine. They snaps. They must have some man spider stuff cooking. That is going to be hard to beat if it gets really, really big. I will say anything like, you know, Hulkbusters or whatever are a bit worse with squirrels, but they have the Agony, which might just be enough, you know. Taskmasters and man spiders kind of might be enough on its own, you know. This is already going to like 16, and then it's going to go to 1938, so 38 power Taskmaster is pretty nuts. I will say Arnim Zola is worse, so that helps, but hey, Corvus Glaive here's actually really legit. Nice. Yeah, I mean, sadly, this is never really getting any stronger. It's all about mid and right. We don't really know for sure the man spider's gonna end up there, but it just seems like you're kind of always losing. I mean, this is a really cool game from us. This would normally be one of our best games, I think. We actually have a really cool turn for once. Like a good Khonshu, good lines. Elysium really helped out a lot here, but I think, you know, oh, hold up. They are still strong on only one spot, but again, it's just Taskmaster, right? Like Taskmaster is impossible to beat here. We just don't have the numbers. 107. You can't even see that, dude. It looks like it says 72, but no, it's 172, right? We cannot beat that. Sadly, MODOK also just a little expensive, meaning Dracula's cooked. I mean, you know, I just 100% assume we're losing to Taskmaster here. It's basically a 75% chance we die to Taskmaster. There's a 75% chance Taskmaster is in hand. If they have to rely on Arnim Zola, I guess you'd be at a 33% chance, but you just assume Taskmaster beats you, which is fine. We'll test it out. You know? Oh, they played 2 cards, but it's Elysium, so they can. Yeah, there's the Taskmaster for sure. With no like Shang-Chi or anything in our deck, you know, it's probably gonna happen. I'm a little sad because this is really one of our, you know, more straightforward kind of cool games. We even hit the nice APOC here. This would win a vast majority of games. 24, 22, and 30 is really nice numbers. But, you know, just when you hit these non-interactive decks and you don't interact with no Shadow King, no Shang-Chi. I actually, hot take, cut a Khonshu, add a Shang-Chi. I think this deck gets better. All right, Morbius. Yep. Let's go here. That's a good spot. Might be hard to get, you know, Dracula down there, for instance. Got to be careful with Clintar. Let's just go ahead and get a Colonel America for now. Next turn is Corvus Glaive Blade. Colonel America, I don't think, with MODOK in hand, Morbius can kind of, you know, he's not, this isn't like a Swarm deck where you get crazy Morbii. We're not expecting our Morbii to be like, you know, absolute monsters or anything, but if we do this, we blow our cube out early, but that's okay. Is a chance I don't really have anything to play next turn if I hit both MODOK and Dracula. Could just go ahead and play the Dracula now. Still rip a blade, no problem. You want to get the blade in so Colonel America. I mean, is this an overcommitment is the question. Interestingly, we expect Weapon H for sure to be cheap enough to play mid, so that could support mid. And then the right strong off Colonel America. Here we're actually contesting, well, not really, I guess. Sort of technically contesting the Galactus, but kind of tiny. Dracula's all about power later, and Colonel America's not quite big enough yet. But at least they're gonna have to work for it a bit. I think you can go ahead and rip the MODOK here, maybe. MODOK means Khonshu will have Corvus in the pool. Oh my god, we can play both of these? Are you kidding me right now? That is insane. Oh, the extra cube energy, the extra freaking White Hot Room energy. Oh my god, I kind of forgot about finishing White Hot Room. I'm not gonna lie to you. It probably seemed genius at the time. It seemed so smart, but I kind of forgot. So this puts a powerful Khonshu in, but we actually, I guess, don't have anything in the Khonshu pool right now. That is wild. Opponent doesn't know that, I guess, do they? They might. Actually, they do know that. They can just click. Either way, this is good. And I'm not worried about locking in on the MODOK right here, because Colonel America is going to get, you know, really strong. Oh, just kidding. I'm a little worried. Okay. Okay, I'm a little worried, guys. This is not the kind of deck that's great at contesting Big House, though. They have, like, Chamber, which would normally be pretty good at it. But without Chamber, I don't think they have... I mean, I guess Vision, but, you know, Vision plus Chamber is only 12 points. So that's not very good at it. And then I guess we just play all of these cards? I mean, there's no way this loses, right? There's just no way 26 points loses. Even Vision plus Galactus, they can't do, because Vision if Vision moves out, they lose, right? We're up 14 to 12. I think there's no way on earth this loses, right? Weapon H is crazy cheap right now. Even just Khonshu at 12 is really powerful. Yeah, that's just not even remotely big enough. Yeah, Weapon H, you know, not quite as big as Galactus on his own, but with even with Lady Sif help here would have beat the Galactus. Yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider I do need to consider pretty heavily in this matchup. I forget because my list didn't run it, but that is the most popular iteration, is running Cosmic Ghost Rider. So, like, you know, Dracula, Morbius, and Colonel America are all incredibly exposed to that, which, you know, I don't know if we can like play around it. I don't have enough early bodies to like throw down and play around it, but I need to consider from a point, and like, you know, we locked in here early, that sort of impact. Like, we could have played MODOK left maybe, so we weren't so locked in, right? Oh, Weird World, everybody's playing discard anyway today, so probably just we find the one non-mirror match, we get Weird World. That's funny. I played like 10 discard mirrors today. It's a card Grand Prix. I will say, like, it looks like maybe we got their win condition with Dakin, so perhaps kind of chilling either way. Wade Wilson. Okay, maybe this is like a Dakin Morgan kind of thing. Oh my god, even more stuff. Dakin's actually gonna fill my hand too much. No, I want to draw my cards. I need, like, well, I mean, I don't know. MODOK on 5 is pretty cool, right? But what's the turn 6 even? It may not matter. Oh, MODOK on 4 is really cool. MODOK on 4 is really, really cool. Okay, you don't like Blade better ever, do you? I don't think so, no. This is cool, this is cool. Proxima goes right. Hopefully we win mid with 7 power here. Actually, it's gonna be more because Colonel America is gonna buff, so another 8 power. That seems like it'll hold. There's Rocket, which misses. Sable hits, but who cares? Bounce here of some kind, yep. Beast. I like the upside down Beast because he's usually played like on top of cards. You know, it looks like he's yoinking them back up to your hand. It's like when the flavor of the variant matches the mechanic. That's pretty cool, I guess. So +1 max energy means I can do like Khonshu early. I can do, I mean, Khonshu early is pretty good, I guess, right? Khonshu, or you could go Weapon H Power Man. It seems kind of wasted, right? If you hit the Blade here, you're not super pumped, but if I had one more energy, right, it would be great, man. It would be so great, but we don't. Yeah, where does this go? I guess it goes left because you need some points left, right? I don't know, man. I guess we're just playing like Weapon H Power Man on the final turn. I think that's fine. I have to say so far, like, this card has not been getting as discounted as I kind of like hoped, I guess, or maybe expected. I don't know what the word is, but like, dude, if I hit Blade here, oh no, I don't hit Blade because I hit Taken. I was gonna say I could hit Blade to get the Muramasa Shard. Oh my god, but it was an either-or situation there, not both. That Rocket coming back, but not pre-buffed, so that's a good thing. Ooh, Morbius is insane with Weapon H. Okay. So Morbius goes, let's see, like, where's our biggest deficit? 4 points here is the closest spot, so maybe you go Weapon H, or no, 3 points here is the closest spot, but Colonel America has some good buff potential. 6 points there. I mean, I think you maybe just like give up a spot, right? So maybe you give up mid. You only have 2 places there and 2 places here, so you probably just give up mid, and then you just rip points left and right, you know. No way to discard Shard, right? That would be worth a ton of points, but you could try to, like, you know, Zombie Power Man, but he's left-hand side. So I think this should hold, right? Like, talking about a 17-point lead, right? After, you know, the 6 were ahead already and adding 11, you're talking about an 18-point lead left. Those are some pretty big numbers with only 2 spots in each. If they had 4 spots, you'd maybe be a little nervous, Rockets, and, you know, but they didn't really have that good of scaling ahead of time or anything either. So I think you're okay. Another 514 Weapon H that felt totally fine to play. Real quick before you go, don't forget you can get tons of free stuff in Raid Shadow Legends using that link down in the description or pinned comment below, or maybe just scan this QR code.